Hello, this is Sarah Jones, tarot therapist here at Tarot Therapy Co. And this is your Sunday self care reading. And we're going to look at what it is you need to focus on this week when it comes to self care. Bring in a little self love as well, as that's part of our self care and that's part of our journey, our growth to, being more authentically in line with who we are and what we want in life. So if you want to take a moment, if you haven't come over from Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, and you hadn't already chose your pile, take a moment to look at the piles, pause the video if you need to, see what pile calls to you. So we have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. And while you're here, please be sure to subscribe if you like more videos from me. Check out the other videos I have on my YouTube. I got all kinds of readings for you. All right, so I'm going to get in position here. And I'm just going to move them up and actually pull this back. So I like to get it so you can see the cards. All right, so let's see what is going on here. We got to start with pile number 1. I'm just going to put them all out and then read them. I think that seems to work best. So I'm trying to keep this reading to a minimum. It's kind of a short and sweet, to the point. We don't need to go crazy, I think, especially because we're talking about self-care. We don't need tons of different, things coming at us for us to do. Let me see. Okay. All right. Can we see those? Perfect. So, so this is like a chakra deck. So I do like working with that one. I kind of like to start there. So we have the star. It's the card of good fortune. And even though it's a chakra deck, that card is not a chakra card. It is I forget what they call those cards at the end of the deck. They are crap. What are they called? They're like the wild cards of the deck. That's what I was I couldn't think of the word. So you got fortune, star. So this means, that you have to ask and you will receive. I feel like the answer here is yes. Work and love kind of bring in what it is you're needing. Okay. So I feel like we're always talking about the idea that the universe has our back. But for you this week, your true self really wants you to know that the cosmos, they I hate to say it, but they don't care if you rise through your own self-imposed blocks and fears. The cosmos were not created to comfort you, or to hide you or to crown you. You have to do the work. You have to focus. You have to pull through. You have to deliver and then re-deliver and re-deliver. You have to be real. You have to be committed. You have to be ready to stretch yourself, to move beyond your comfort zone, and to do some self realizations. Okay? So this week, I want you to crown yourself. I want you to know that you are invaluable. I want you to pull in this star energy, and that is like the energy of, your own creative destiny, creating your own destiny, ruling your own mind. Okay? I feel like Gratitude is helpful, yes. But that's kind of where the self love is coming in. Um, Spend some time with your family. That's your self care mission here. Um, you know, so so for many of you who chose this, decide which family you want to spend time with, whether it's your immediate family, maybe it's your children, maybe it's best friends that you've known forever that feel like family, um, but some kind of family. These relationships are incredibly important. They can give you a sense of unconditional love. They can be there in times of need. So you're really being called to tune into that kind of energy this week when it comes to self-care. You know, um, Many of us, we do store unresolved family trauma, but as time passes, we can evolve our perspective. We can find forgiveness in our hearts. And, it's the hope that maybe you can realize or come to the realization that your families have always done the best that they could. They've always come from a place of, this is where they were at and their life and their learning curve and their emotional development. So maybe it's perhaps acknowledging that they were doing the work at one point, or maybe they weren't, and that spilled out onto you. But now it's not your turn to hold on to that anymore. It's your turn to forgive and move on and let that go. Um, so tap into that divine motherly nature, practice forgiveness, focus on some unconditional love this week. And I want you to look for opportunities to heal any old wounds with family members, to find ways to connect with family members, whether it's through a phone call, sharing a meal, planning a visit if you can, Um, and if that's not possible, because I know that's not possible for everybody, you can also try to connect energetically, finding peace through meditation and kind of setting intentions to transform any negativity into feelings of love. So, what you're going to look at when it comes to self care this week is healing some unresolved familial trauma, or just connecting with family and focusing on unconditional love. Okay. I also want you to treat yourself to something beautiful over there. Okay. Um, so this could be something different for everybody. We all have different ideas and feelings as to, something beautiful. So it could be a bouquet of flowers. It could be going to get your nails done. It could be maybe even just something beautiful, a beautiful picture, a nice new bedspread, you know. Um, so the thing is here, it's like we think we don't deserve flowers because we think someone else should buy them for us. Or a lot of times we feel guilty for treating ourselves instead of saving our money. Um, and this doesn't have to be anything crazy. You can indulge in a delicious meal. You can spend quality time with someone that lights you up, or be fully present in watching a beautiful sunset or sunrise. Okay, these are all different ways to treat yourself. And since we have that family thing there, if you can include the family, maybe spending time with them, having a beautiful meal, just being present, put the phones away, just, that could be something that works for you. Okay, because at the end of the life, we can't, you know, all we have is our experiences. So I feel like Spirit is telling you this week, don't deny yourself the pleasure of experiencing beautiful moments, beautiful things. Don't let guilt in the way, because you deserve beautiful things and beautiful moments in your life. So I feel like that's kind of the key takeaway here, especially with the good fortune going on. And then we have that wellness card there. So I feel like I don't know if you guys chose this wellness card before or chose, a card before where we talked about our bodies. So I feel like Spirit wants you to continue focusing on taking care of your body, whether that's taking care of your emotions, whether that's taking care of your physical body, what you're eating. Are you exercising? Are you moving? Are you spending time tuning in and meditating every day, getting a little quiet, even if it's just for a short amount of time? Because I feel like, again, you know, um, I feel like movement is important here. Literally, maybe moving the body this week is what I feel like is coming up for wellness. So, that is your mission. Get your body moving, focus on it. Know that there is good fortune, but you have to put in the work. So, we're going to put in some work by treating ourselves to something beautiful, whether that is an actual physical thing or a just an experience, a moment. We're going to focus on family. So whether that for you is, clearing up some family history or family trauma or just connecting. I feel like for more people it's connecting with someone in the family. It doesn't have to be your entire family. Maybe just one person. However this works for you. Okay? So, if this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more readings from me, please be sure to subscribe. All right. I'm going to get these out of the way. Try to. All right. So, let's look at pile number 2. Ooh, we got Divine Animals. Beautiful card. Turn lemons into lessons. I love it. We're going to be spending some alone time. And we're going to be doing ritual here, honoring the cycle. So for you, it is the root chakra that we're focusing on this week. Okay. So our root chakra is our base chakra. And it's always important not to ignore the root chakra work. Not that you should ignore any chakra work, but root chakra in particular, because this helps you to create stability. So I feel like with rituals, we're talking about creating some good, healthy habits in our life. Okay. And I feel like your guides are saying you're going to benefit from some grounding practices, some alignment practices, and we're going to align with nature cycles. So that way you can better embody your potential. I feel like perhaps maybe moon cycles are a good thing. Moon cycles are pretty easy to connect with. They can be much more visual. We can see it. We can connect with the energy. We can feel it. We're starting to change seasons. So that is another cycle that's coming in. We're heading towards our autumn, or we're in our autumn season, and we're heading towards our winter season. So that's something else you can connect to as well. There's also the lunar. I think there's a lunar or a solar eclipse coming up next month. So you might want to think about that. How those maybe astrology changes you. There's a great astrologer called the Leo King, and he is amazing. So he's definitely he's an astrologer that I watch and I take advice from. So, I can't always follow all of the cycles of the moon and the stars and everything that's going on. So that's why we have astrologers, because that's what they do. That's their specialty. So you might want to look into something like that, find an astrologer that you connect with. Um, there's another astrologer, Chani Nichols, who um, does great astrology. And then there's another one too that does like rituals for the moon cycles that I used to use. Um, I can't think of the name off the top of my head right now. Conscious something, but they're good too. Um, so that's one way to use rituals to open up your self healing, your self love. Gives you opportunities to grow and shed and do rebirth and just kind of move through the different cycles and how you feel in them. Maybe just spend some time, focusing on how you feel during the different moon cycles or during the different seasons. Okay. Um, Alone time. So clearly, if you chose this pile, there's some lessons going on because we had that turning lemons into lessons, and I feel like you need to find time to focus on yourself, and that's what the alone time is for. Um, Free up some time this week to focus on yourself, to focus on your needs. Keep it simple. It's just some time with yourself, whether you're going for a walk and getting moving, whether you're meditating or journaling, whether you're just trying something new by yourself. Okay. I feel like it's so, so important for you to find that time this week to do that. And I want you to focus on, when you do it, how does this alone time make you feel? What emotions come up for you during this alone time? Because I feel like they are going to be very clear and open if you make the commitment and actually do this, okay? And I think it will help you with this next one, which we're talking about turning the lemons into lessons. I feel like this is very much about not judging how things happen, but thanking the universe for why it happened. You know, this is that glass half full or glass half empty kind of feeling. Like, I feel like you get to decide if you're going to play the victim in life or if you're going to make your life better. Are you going to make life like your bitch, by looking on the bright side kind of energy? So this is very much about expanded perspectives and pain points and learning lessons and trusting that things are happening and things we go through are happening because we need them. We need these things to happen. We need things to fall apart at times, not go right. We need to make the wrong decisions so we know what the right decisions are for us. So I feel like maybe that stuff like that will come up for you during this week, or especially when you have that alone time. And we have, so whether you have actual pets in your life that are your divine, like, buddies and creatures that spend time with you, we also have, soul animals. We have spirit guides that are in the form of animals that are around. So there's something for you. When you're around animals, it's kind of easier to move into alignment or maybe be more inspired. Maybe it has to do with the unconditional love that you can receive from animals. Because animals are more aligned with their soul instincts. They don't need you to be different to feel loved. They're free to be who they are, and they allow you to be who you are when you're around them. So if you do have animals, be sure to include them in your life, spend a little time with them, or reach out to your spirit guides that come in the form of animals, because they are surrounding you now and they're trying to help you kind of get into this alignment and be um, more has to do with instinct. And I feel like that ritual of honoring the cycles has to do with instincts and how you feel, how you're, working with your energy here. Okay. So if this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more readings from me, please be sure to subscribe. All right. Let's move on to pile number 4. All right, we got remembrance. Align your actions with your intentions. God, how important is that? Building strength. I love it. And, the aura chakra. And this is the gift of dance. Gift of dance? Are we going to get moving this week or what? So, I feel like the aura chakra is one that we don't tap into very often or talk about very often. But this is literally a call to dance this week. Move your body. Get the energy moving. Because I feel like, you may have some stories, old stories that you're attached to about yourself. Do you need permission to get up and dance? Does this card excite you? Does the thought of dancing excite you? And there's no right or wrong answer to these questions. I'm just simply asking you them because I want to give you an opportunity to see yourself and understand what you're projecting. Okay? A lot of times we don't just spontaneously dance because, we're kind of creatures of habit and we're not in the habit of going with the flow of the universal energy. So we want to break that up this week, get out of that work slave mentality. I want you to strengthen this energy of flow throughout your body. I want you to get dancing and moving at some point this week, if not every freaking day. It feels so good. Like when we talk about little kids and they have like the wiggles, they have a lot of energy and we're telling them wiggle it out, move around and get that energy moving and flowing. I'm telling you the same thing. It's time to wiggle out that energy. Time to wiggle out anything that's stagnant. We're going to get it moving this week. All right. And then we have that building strength card there. So maybe you can incorporate this gift of dance with a dance class, some kind of exercise, whether that be like a Zumba class or I know there's all kinds of different dance classes that they have. There's even something called chakra dance I've heard of. I don't know if anybody offers it, but it's time to get moving. It's time to focus on your physical strength. How is that manifesting in your body? I want you to pick a goal to accomplish by the end of the week. So, are you going to go hiking? Are you going to go running? Are you going to take a walk? Are you going to take a class? Are you going to dance? And I want you to celebrate that goal. What makes you feel strong? Maybe you're into bodybuilding. This is very much about what makes you feel strong in your body. So I want you to get the energy moving and I want you to start focusing on building strength. And this is physical strength. This is not emotional. This is physical. Okay? And then I want you to make that goal and I want you to reach it and do it this week. Just one day. I know you got time for one day. And then I want you to align your actions with your intentions. So how important is that? We talk about our intentions being something that we do, and it's really, really important. But to achieve any goals that you actually want to achieve, and this is why I feel like you need to set a goal, you have to have an intention. You have to have a vision. You have to be committed. And I want you to purposely take action. You know, it's time to take some aligned action towards your goals. I want you to move towards your goals. So, what is your goal? Claim it. Claim it and do it this week. Okay. And then we have remembrance. So, I feel like you're needing to recall your soul truth. You're needing to get back into living the wisdom of your heart. Some of you who chose this pile may be seeing 11:11 a lot lately. Um, and I feel like this is your guide saying that, no one else has to change their ways. You have to change your way. You have to live from your heart. You have to be the inspiration. Okay? Um, the message here is also that you're just so much more than you think you are. There's no right or wrong way to do things. So, when you see 11:11 this week, I want you to stop what you're doing and take a moment to meditate, even if it's for a minute or two, if you can. And it's going to help those divine messages come through. It's going to help you be more fully present in the moment. And it's going to help you get clear. So I want you to be able to shift your focus into being happier, being whole. Okay? So if this reading resonated with you, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more readings from me, please be sure to subscribe. All right, so pile number 4. It's our final pile. And we got create space. You are pure magic. Aromatherapy. And we got a soul lesson of surrendering with our sacral chakra over here. Okay, so our sacral chakra is our chakra that has to do with our empowerment, our self-esteem. So we are going to, our sacral chakra. It's not, that's our solar plexus chakra. All right. I got all messed up. I got like an alert on my phone in the middle of doing this. Drives me crazy. All right. So, our sacral chakra. This is about surrendering to the creative life force. It's your life force. Um, I feel like there's infinite possibilities coming towards you, but you have to open your heart more. You have to surrender more to what is coming through. I feel like this has to do with, I feel like you get to choose your attitude. So you can choose to be open. You can choose to try new things. You can choose to be positive. You can choose to be self-encouraging. Okay? Because when you can encourage yourself to do the things that offer you beneficial new experiences, this is how you do the work to get rid of old patterns and self-sabotage and things that hold you back. You have to make the choice and you have to focus on that and put in the effort. So I want you to feel into courage, feel into expansion of your heart. I want you to command your mind to serve your desires. Okay? And then surrender your will to the things that actually support your liberation and move away from things that do not. So there's that question, does this support the life I'm trying to create? And then when we say no, we walk away from it. We don't do it. you always know what's right for you. So I want you to keep that in mind. All right. Then we have aromatherapy. So I love that. Um, get out your fun aromatherapy stuff and get it going this week. Um, you know, you can create like kind of a daily aromatherapy by anointing yourself with your favorite essential oil blends. So you can put it like on your wrist or on the back of your neck. So then your body is like your own personal aromatherapy diffuser. Um, or you can, use a diffuser every day. Get that going in your house. It's a good time of year to use the aromatherapy and the diffusers. They're really good for cleansing the air, especially depending on different kinds of essential oils that you use. You can also pay attention to how different smells make you feel. Are there smells that trigger memories, things like that? Um, you can also use lavender. So like I have this lavender and it's dry, but it still smells amazing, and you can always do things like that. Put that by your bedside, helps you sleep, helps you stay calm. I like lemon essential oils. There's like it's like the happy essential oil. So you can drink that, you can smell it, all those kinds of things. So that is part of your mission this week. Okay, I want you to get on it because you are pure magic. All right. We all have magic, and I want you to tune into your magic this week, your energy that can't be ignored. Um, you have this power to attract what you need, to attract the people that you need, the opportunities to help you grow along your path. So I want you to remember that you have magic within you that wants to be seen. It wants to be used. And to do the work here, we're replacing limited beliefs with the trust that things are possible. Okay, so that is where your kind of lesson, again, we're surrendering, and then we're also creating space over there. All of these cards are they go very, very well together. In order to bring in the things that you want, you need to create space. Part of that is by learning to be happy now. Not when you get something, not when you get somewhere. Um, you know, we all want certain things in our life to change, and it's up to each of us to do something about it. So if you can apply action from a position of truly wanting change, then you will create evidence of that desire, and that will come as a manifestation of the change itself. Okay. So I want you to practice. When you notice something you want to change, I want you to take a deep breath, and I want you to say thank you. And I want you to just recognize what you want to change, because that can help you bring in more clarity on how to change it. Okay. Your job is to create the space for your dreams and the desires to fill. And then you're open. Begin being open to direction and wisdom on how to do that. Create space by coming into balance and meditating, focusing on the moment, thinking of a person or animal or situation that makes you smile, and just feel that energy. Empower your being with it, because you don't need conditions to change to feel joy in the moment. If you can learn how to do that, it makes things much easier for you to surrender to the flow and open up and use your magic. Okay. So this week, a cleansing bath is good, a cleansing shower, even opening up space breathing techniques and just focusing on the present moment is helpful. So I feel like maybe the aromatherapy will help you all with that. Okay? So if this reading resonated with you, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more readings from me, please be sure to subscribe and check out some of my other readings. Thank you so much.